The Analogue Pocket is coming, shipping in just a few short days from the recording of this video. December 13th, 2021. They're going to be sending these things out to the 4 or 5 people who were able to pre-order one back on August 3rd, 2020. Yeah, it's been over a year now. You know, a few little delays here and there. But, you know, they're trying to make it up to you. If you were able to pre-order one, they're upgrading your shipping to FedEx 2-day. Been hearing too many horror stories with FedEx lately. Hopefully, things work out with that. But yeah, 2-day shipping upgrade. So people will start getting these things in their hands like next week, starting next week, right? So that's some good news, but there's also other good news, and there's some, I mean, not crazy bad news. I mean, it's not the end of the frickin' world. But if you notice on the screen here, the price has changed. $219.99. What the heck is going on here? It was $199.99. Did the dock go up in price? No, it did not. Just the system. Everything else is still the same price from what I recall. But there's a reason. Chip shortages, all sorts of crazy nonsense going on. Set your alarms. Set the time. This is going to be an open pre-order coming up. The day after they start shipping, December 14th at 8 a.m. Pacific time, pre-orders are going live to get your hands on one of these if you missed out on the first little tiny batch back in August. Prices increased. One thing I saw a lot of people asking, do they take the money from you? Yes, they take the money from you the second you place the order. Doesn't matter how many years you wait for the product, they're taking your money. So keep that in mind. If you're going to pre-order one of these, it's not like, hey, we charge you when we ship. They charge you at the moment of ordering. So that's one of the biggest things to keep in mind here. Who knows if they're going to put everything else up, because all this stuff was up for pre-order when they initially did their pre-orders. I think only the Game Gear adapter was, but the rest of these have always said coming soon, like the Neo Geo Pocket adapter, the Atari Lynx one, and the Turbo Graphics. A lot of people want these, and I don't blame them. I'm just hoping for a little jailbreak, so I just sideload all this stuff. You know what I mean? Forget about it, right? But yeah, I don't know if they're going to put up all this stuff for pre-order that day, but the one thing you have to note, they do have this little FAQ, frequently asked quesadillas here, talking about the time and why the price went up due to the component shortages. But with this being an open pre-order type of thing, I kind of like that, but then at the same time, it kind of sucks, because when you look at these fucking dates, man, there are fulfillment groups. Group A, Q1 2022. That's what I'm saying. If you want one of these, get your ass up early, set that alarm clock, get on there and order one ASAP. I would imagine if you're within the first 5 seconds, you'll be, Group A. If you're 6 seconds and beyond, Group B, probably up to maybe 15 seconds. And then after that, you're Group C. I'm just saying, you never know. This is going to be a big thing. People are going to be bombarding this site, pre-ordering these things. So Q1, they're going to start shipping like right after the holidays, right? Q4, that's like way toward the end of the year next year. And then Group C, obviously, 2023, it's over a year from now. Holy crap. So the sooner you get on there, the better, right? Now, when you pre-order first thing in the morning, within those first few seconds, you're not going to have any freaking idea what group you're in. They will notify you within 2 to 3 business days after you place your order. Now, the one thing with that is it sucks. You're going to be sitting there like, fuck, man, am I going to get mine in 2026? You know, while you wait those 2 or 3 days, right? So that's why, like, don't, it's your money. Be as responsible as you want with it. Doesn't fucking matter to me. But it just, just points to make here, so you're careful with what you're doing, or really realize what you're getting yourself into. You won't know for a few days. Now, say you were like, man, I just want Group A. If I don't get in Group A, I don't want it. I just don't want it right now. I'll wait. I can't have them holding on to my money for 5 years type of thing. It's not going to be that long. Obviously, I'm exaggerating. Get off my nuts. Damn. But you can contact them and just cancel it, and they'll give you your money back. The other thing to note that I have to point out is every single item that I have ordered from Analogue, I always get charged an international shipping, or not shipping, an international transaction fee Just depends on your bank. Like these guys would be like, yeah, we're in like Seattle, Washington or whatever it is, but the CEO, the owner, he lives like out in Hong Kong or something, and the whole company's banking goes through Hong Kong. So just depending on your bank, my bank charges. I can't recall exact. I'm gonna look it up though. I'll look it up. I'll put it on the screen because I did pre-order the Pocket and the dock. So that's what, like $300. I'm not sure what the transaction fee was, but I have like Bank of America. They always charge a transaction fee for international stuff. So if your bank does, like anticipate that little extra charge. So just pointing that stuff out, trying to give you guys as much information from my experience and, you know, dealing with this stuff, just so you go into this knowing what to expect. So yeah, I'm really excited for this thing. To be honest, yeah, I could still say I'm really excited for it, but at the same time, with how long I have waited, my excitement's gone down just a little bit, but I still can't wait to get this thing in my hands. Hopefully it feels good, looks good, tastes good, smells good. Like it just tingles all those senses. I don't freaking know, dude. Like I hope this fulfills all my retro gaming dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't really think of too much else that like I would want from Analogue right now. We still don't know nothing about the damn Duo. Where's the Duo at, right? We don't know nothing about that. That one's one I might pass on just because I only have a handful of games that would work on it. And it's like I just play those games on Mister anyway. But I'm not some like, oh, it's all about Mister. No. Like I actually play my Analogue, you know, consoles more so than Mister, but I do use Mister for very specific things like PC Engine CD, and then like Neo Geo and some arcade stuff. I mean, I get use out of everything here, but I just can't really think of too much. Like it would be cool if Analogue puts out a Neo Geo FPGA system. I mean, that's where they got their start was, you know, with the Neo Geo wood systems and all that stuff. That would be kind of cool if they did do an FPGA Neo Geo that took cartridges, but it's just, to me, I don't know, man. Like Neo Geo collecting, I've been in and out of it for a long time. It's just so expensive, man. And then you wind up just like, oh, I'll just get a flash cart. Oh, I'll just get a multi-cart. And it's like, you know, whatever you choose to do, right? But, I mean, the other thing that I've been wondering about with these guys is like, okay, like the NT Mini Noir, how many times that was like, oh, the final batch, like 5 fucking times. Like, when are they going to do another NES? Like, has that dried up? Has that, going back retro that far to the NES, has that dried up where it just doesn't make sense anymore to make new NES consoles? I think with the NT Mini Noir being like, what, $500? Like, probably like $600 after those international transaction fees. I don't remember, but I know it was pricey. But, you know, that was like a very niche thing. Not too many people were willing to spend that kind of money. I mean, they only sold like, what did they say, like 1,000 and probably another 1,000? I don't know. They sold a few. It wasn't like a you know, unlimited run there. But I think there would be some interest. The only other big option that I absolutely love is like the Retro USB AVS, like less than $200. No international transaction fees involved. But that's a wonderful system. And I'm just like, man, okay, they have their lower priced, it's $200, but like the Mega SG, Super NT, Genesis, and Super Nintendo covered for that $200 price range. Why not have an NES? Like, I'd imagine at some point maybe they will, but I'm just wondering, like, is it just too late now and nobody cares? I mean, if they did put out like a cheap NES, I would probably buy one just because I have games and I love the NES. But yeah, I can't really think of too much else that I could see them making other than like reissuing stuff where it's like, oh, it plays our Analog OS now, but the other systems don't. I don't know. Just want to give you guys some information, just kind of off the cuff, as the ladies like to say. Just kind of, you know, ball busting a little bit here. Just my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Really do appreciate every single one of y'all mofos. And with that said, I'll catch you on the next one. Big ass blurry thumb butts. It's been a little while. I haven't been doing the thumb butts. Bye.